Hi, everybody. I'm Randy Arrington, and welcome to episode 78 of Page Valley Livin'. We're here today once again talking sports today. We're here with Connor Hilliard, who is the first Luray High School baseball player in 20 years to commit to a Division I collegiate baseball program. In 2026, he's going to be playing for the James Madison University Dukes. We'll talk to him about why the Dukes were his first and only choice, and also about maybe some of the folks who helped him get to this point and what it took with a good solid spring to show improvement in his game and catch the eyes of not just one but multiple collegiate coaches. We'll talk about all of that and more in just a moment. But first, a word from our sponsor. Hawksbill Assisted Living in Luray is now accepting new admissions. Hawksbill Assisted Living, powered by Valley Care Management, offers quality care at affordable rates, professionally trained staff, and veterans aid and attendance. Come visit Hawksbill Assisted Living, located near the beautiful Hawksbill Greenway in Luray. Call for a tour today or learn more at valleycaremanagement.com. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to episode 78 of Page Valley Living. We're filming episode 78 here on Tuesday, July the 22nd, and will be airing on Wednesday, July the 23rd. And we're here at Bulldog Field, the home of the Luray High School baseball team, with Connor Hilliard, a rising senior that is making a little bit of history here. Connor, glad that you're with us, and thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, of course.
You are now the first Luray High School baseball player in 20 years to commit to a Division I program. How does it feel?
That's kind of crazy to think about, but it feels pretty good, honestly.
The last player is now the head coach over at Spotswood High School. Marcus Davis signed with Division I Rams at VCU back in 2005. And just so folks can get some perspective on this, what year were you born?
2007.
2007. So you were not even born the last time Luray High School had a Division I prospect. And you have now verbally committed to James Madison University to play over at Veterans Memorial Park in Harrisonburg after your senior season. And I read a wonderful article by Cody Elliott, one of the best sports writers in this part of the state for the Daily News Record. And in the article, it said that you had been thinking about JMU since middle school. Why is that?
They've just been close to home, and I grew up watching their games, going to their games, and it's just stuck ever since then, honestly.
Who took you to your first JMU baseball game? Do you recall? Was it Pop or somebody else?
I think it was my dad, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
You remember who they played?
I don't.
I bet
It's
been a long time ago. All right. Well, you said JMU was in the sights and they were there. Now you about in the last year or so you'd been to a camp over at JMU in Harrisonburg, and you said you got to see some things with the baseball program. What sort of things did you see your tour?
Oh, we got to play on the field and do different drills and stuff there, and then we went to their indoor facility, got to see all the batting cages and bullpens in their weight room, and it's just really nice, and it impressed me a lot.
I'm sure it's just the same here at Luray High School, right?
A little different.
A little different. Now, one of the things that you said in that article, you said JMU was a perfect fit for you. Now, why is that?
Oh, I talked to Coach Halley. He was telling me about how they have the underdog mentality. They want to prove that they're the best, and they're going to go out there and prove it and work hard to prove that. And that's everything I stand for, want to play for the next level.
Well, that underdog mentality, that was another thing I was going to ask you about. Why does that resonate so much with you? That's something you can relate to?
Yeah, my early years of high school, I wasn't really the biggest, didn't really throw the hardest, wasn't the best out there, and I just worked hard to get to where I'm at, and it's starting to pay off.
Now, you have played shortstop and pitcher for Luray High School. Has Coach Eikenberry, has he said anything about what position they may be? Are they looking at you for being on the hill?
Yeah, I think I'm going to only pitch, but I'll do whatever they need me to do.
Right. Mm-hmm. What's your best pitch?
That
fastball's got a little heat on it.
Yeah, I want to say fastball, but
Now, somebody told me you'd been clocked in the upper 80s and touching 90. Do you know what's the highest radar reading you've gotten?
My last game I pitched, I topped 92. It's like
92?
90, 91, yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you, for high school, that is bringing it right there. That is bringing it. Couple of other things here we want to talk about here in this section with talking about JMU. There were some other schools that were interested in you. What other schools showed interest in your talents?
VMI, William Mary, Longwood.
And they're all Division I.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you had some Division III interest?
Yeah, Bridgewater, EMU, and Shenandoah.
Right out of the ODAC there,
Yeah,
Old Dominion Athletic Conference. And I believe you have met JMU head coach Marlon Eikenberry. Is that right? What were your impressions of him?
He's a great person. I mean, he's honest. He says he's gonna come to my games. He showed up early. He watched me warm up and was there. He gave me feedback, and yeah.
Well, if you're not sharing too many secrets, what kind of feedback did he give you? And in particular, what type of things did he tell you that he saw that caught his interest?
He said he did tell me he liked what he saw, but he also gave me some feedback what I need to work on. He said that my lower half he could work more to help me throw harder and stuff. And just,
in the weight room?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they're going to get you in the weight room the second you, maybe even give you a little regiment before you get there to get started on that. Well, you know, in this day of verbal commitments, you know, particularly in college football, sometimes they don't mean a lot because a lot of kids they'll verbally commit, but then there's a lot of wrangling and recruiting and goes on, and these verbal commitments don't stick. Any chance that you're going to back out of this verbal commitment with the Dukes?
No, I'm dead set on it.
Dead set on it. Now, what makes you say that?
I mean, it's perfect. It's a good fit. Everything I wanted to go there my whole life, and once I got the opportunity, I can't pass it up.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. As a JMU alum, I graduated back in '94, way before you were born, and as a part-time journalism professor over there, I am glad to see you join the James Madison University Dukes. Go Dukes!
Yeah.
And we're going to come back in this second segment, talk a little bit about, hey, you still got a senior year left here at Luray. We're going to talk a little bit about that and maybe a little bit more about JMU as well when we return. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Whispering Pines Assisted Living is now accepting new admissions. Quality care at affordable rates, professionally trained staff, memory support, and short-term respite stays are all offered by Whispering Pines Assisted Living, powered by Valley Care Management, where home and heart meet. Call for a tour today on Leaksville Road in Luray or learn more at valleycaremanagement.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Episode 78 of Page Valley Livin'. We're here with Connor Hilliard at the Luray High School baseball field to talk about the first Division I commitment that Luray High School has had in 20 years. Now, Connor, a lot of folks, when you have a story like this, we always want to talk about where did it all begin. So when did you start playing baseball?
I think I started playing when I was 4 or 5 years old. Early as I can remember, I've been playing baseball.
Were you in the Luray Little League program?
Yeah.
And I think you told me something about there was a special season in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think I was 11 or 12 years old, 50-70. We went to states and lost in the state championship, and that hurt and just kind of fueled the fire.
Now, you were how old at that time? Were you at the 12s?
I think I think I was 11 playing with 12 and 13.
That's something you're kind of used to, aren't you? Aren't you used to playing with older guys? Yeah. Because you have recently been playing with a team called the Virginia Mavericks. I thought that was a new thing. You said you've been playing since you were 8.
Yeah, I've been playing with them for a really long time.
Now, in that same group of guys?
Yeah.
Are they from the region or?
Yeah, they're from like Stanton, around that area. Yeah.
Around that area? Yeah. And you guys just kept playing and went up into different age groups?
Yep.
And you said there was the Mavericks and then there was another team you mentioned.
Yeah, the Rocktown Renegades. They were all older. I think every one of them's graduated.
The Rocktown Renegades. Really? They've all graduated high school. And you were on that team. Do you think that helps playing with older guys?
It definitely does. It pushes you.
Pushes you, brings your game up a little bit.
Prepares you for high school too. Everybody you're playing is older than you when first get here.
I'm going to ask you about basketball in a second, but did you play any travel basketball?
I did Luray Legacy.
Oh, okay.
That was just like Matthew and Will and all them.
Matt Owens and Will
Judy.
Okay, Will Judy. Okay. Y'all didn't get Blake involved in that?
He played with the older group.
Okay.
There was 2 age groups.
That's right. I keep forgetting he's 1 year older.
Yeah.
He's graduated. He's gone now.
I miss him this year.
Let's talk a little bit about your junior year, because that's, I've been watching you for 3 years, and I could tell both on the basketball court and on the baseball diamond, I could see your athleticism. But this past year, you hit 391, including with 4 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, and they were all team highs. You led the team in every category. On the mound, you went 4 and 3, but that's not as bad as it sounds, because I know Coach Charlie Shepard always puts you up against the toughest competition. You pitched against Central, I think, maybe both times, and you had a .41 ERA. You had 75 strikeouts, 13 walks. You had 2 saves on the year. What was it about this past year that you were able to take a step forward?
I think the thing that helped me the most is probably velocity. Is just most of the guys in the bull run, they're used to seeing low to mid 70s, and just when they see something a little faster, it's just different and harder for them to pick it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've heard a number of things over the years about what helps velocity the most. What do you think helped you increase? Maybe, I don't know if you increased 5 or 10 miles an hour in your velocity. What do you think increased that the most?
First of all, I think getting in the weight room definitely helps, but that can only get you so far. And then being very mobile definitely helps. Plyo balls, medicine ball slams, J-bands, they all big contributors.
What about that push-off leg? I've always heard that that's where you get your power from, is that push-off leg. Is that right?
You want to sink it in the back leg and push off with it.
Sink in and push off of it. All right, very good, very good. And is there someone or something that helped you the most through this process that kind of brought your game up a little bit?
My dad definitely pushed me a lot. He was definitely telling me I need to get better. I rarely heard any good from him, but if I did, I knew I did something really good.
Now, a couple more things here I want to talk about. Is there something that Coach Charlie Shepard may have imparted upon you that has stuck with you?
Yeah. Early in the season, I had a problem with flying open my front half. It pulling me off the ball. I couldn't throw a strike to save my life, and he helped me get back on target. He told me to get down the hill, go straight, and
Well, it worked. It worked. I'll tell you what, and that's the one thing I noticed about you this past year is I'm going to agree with you just from a spectator standpoint. The speed is what I noticed, because I mean, man, you were whipping it, and I think that's probably what caught a lot of coaches' eye. Was there a point where you realized, you'd always dreamed about going to JMU, and every high school athlete dreams about maybe playing at the next level. Was there a certain point, maybe a certain game or a certain point where you realized, hey, this might be possible?
Oh yeah, earlier in the month I was playing in a travel ball tournament, and at that point I was gonna try and walk on somewhere, maybe go to D3 school, and I topped 91, and the video got posted, and a bunch of coaches must have saw it, and it just started blowing up from there.
I will tell you what, the internet and social media has really changed things.
Sure.
It's not like back in the. Have you ever seen the movie Blindside?
Yeah.
And they sent the film around of the guy when he pushed him and put him over the fence when he was blocking him, and then that went viral. Yeah. They had to actually get CDs back then, to get that kind of information around. It's amazing how quickly it goes around at this point. Well, we talked about you playing basketball as well. You're an outstanding basketball player. Not only this past year were you first team all district and all region in baseball first team, but I know you had some postseason accolades in basketball as well. So I want to ask you, when you finish your senior year and you're at JMU and you're only focusing on baseball totally, how much are you going to miss basketball? And remember, Coach Matt Huff might be watching.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely gonna miss it. I think I might shed a few more tears during basketball. It's just the relationships I've had with they're all my friends. They're my best friends. I love them to death, and that's definitely gonna sting.
You cats have spent a lot of time
Yeah.
together in the gym, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, not just during games, just off season and everything else. Because y'all did a lot of off season work last year, as I remember.
We did. We worked hard.
And it showed. It showed. And back-to-back region champions. How did that feel?
That was great. There's no feeling like it, honestly.
Which one was sweeter, the first one or the second one?
I think the second one, getting back in Central, they beat us 3 times. And we finally beat them.
Yep, I knew y'all had it in you.
Yeah.
I knew you had it in you. And I tell you what, I had an opportunity to go and be at something. I can't remember whether it was a concert or a big get-together of friends. And I said, no way, I am not missing the Region B championship. And was absolutely proud of you guys that night. I think we've covered most of the things we wanted to cover. We talked about some of the other schools that were looking at you. We talked about your desire to go to JMU for a long time. One thing I'm curious, have you ever met Marcus Davis?
I have not.
The Spotswood coach?
No,
you never have?
Mm-mm.
And I tell you, to be mentioned in the same realm as him, he was an outstanding player. And as we said, back in 2005, he was recruited to go Division I with the Rams of Virginia Commonwealth University. And now, some 20 years later, we got Connor Hilliard, who's verbally committed to head off and play for the James Madison University Dukes. We mentioned before that every high school athlete has the dream of playing at the next level. You've been through the process. You've got your dream school, and now you're locked in. Not going to back out of that verbal commitment.
Nope.
What advice would you give to other high school athletes that are desiring to take that next step?
It takes hard work. You gotta every day. You can't take a day off. If the day you take off, someone else is getting better than you.
Is there one thing that you can point to that you did that you think was it weights? Was it playing travel ball? Was it the right coach or just the right motivation? Was there one thing that pushed you to get to the next level?
I think honestly it's a combination of things. You got to be weight room strong. You got to know how to throw the ball, what pitches to throw. And if you can get those things down, you can be great.
Well, Connor, I'm looking for, and me and many other folks are looking for great things out of you. As a JMU alum, all I can say is go Dukes!
Go Dukes!
Go Dukes! Thanks so much for taking time with us here today. Folks, thank you for tuning in to episode 78 of Page Valley Livin'. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you share this video with a friend and everybody that knows Connor. And as well, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel right there at Page Valley News. You can type it right into the search engine on YouTube and pull up all of our past 77 videos. We want to thank Eleanor Arrington for all of her work behind the camera and in the editing room this week. And as always, we end every show by saying make sure you go down to the Page County Animal Shelter and help one of our furry friends find a forever home. Until next week, for Connor Hilliard, I'm Randy Arrington saying enjoy that Page Valley living.